starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. And for the Thunder, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Dort in at the small forward. LGA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Now, here's Dort. 2 points. That one goes.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Now, here's Curry. Butler in the corner. Outside, Green fires from deep. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Podziemski. Following the basket by Lou Dort. Butler, no good. Wallace, the pass to SGA. Back to Wallace. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Pass to Horford. Inside. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Holmgren kicks to SGA. Good on the 3-point shot. SGA's got 5 now.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And here is Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. Shot clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Trailblazers.
And probably expected to win that game. And maybe that caused them to come out a little flat. Just a bit of complacency.
Now here's Holmgren. Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Butler dishes to Curry. From the arc, drills it from outside.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best 3-point shooter I've ever seen.
Pass to Dort. Lets it go with the 3. And Hartenstein is right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Horford with the screen on Dort. To the middle. Here's Green. And the rejection by Holmgren.
long, 7'1", with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
And he sinks the second. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
Here's Pajemski. Right side Curry. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, Steph Curry is an all-time great who continues to amaze us, and I am just so glad I've got the best seat in the house.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Curry. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Now, here's George. He's got 5. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the break. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Thunder leading by 3. Holmgren looking around. SGA double team. Outside, Dort, clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Pajemski, the bounce pass. There's the pick. Horford against Hartenstein. Curry fires from way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Thunder in 4th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Curry. Picked by Horford. Over in the corner, Green. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now, here's Green. Three-pointer. Butler hits the three-point bomb. Butler's got 5 now.
Well, if you give Butler room in the corner, he's not going to hesitate to pull the trigger.
SGA kicks to Wallace. Tries it from 9. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. For 3, Holmgren. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. Pass to Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. Launches it. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Green against Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry with the steal. Pass to Horford. Outside for Curry. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, it's difficult to win in this league, period, but it's especially tough on the road.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Cason Wallace. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga's come in for Horford. And Hield subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Hield outside. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
SGA with the ball. Guarded by Curry. Hartenstein with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Guys, back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Stephen Curry. Oh, and SGA throws it down!
And SGA showing you some impressive hops.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Green. Back to Podziemski. To the inside. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now, here's SGA. 35 points for him last game against Portland. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. The tray. Caruso, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And here is Mitchell. And the three ball is good. Mitchell's got 5.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Hield. 9 points last game out. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holmgren in the post. Defended by Kuminga.
Well, he's just too long and too quick off the floor. That was an easy one for Holmgren.
Hield outside. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. Curry's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Mitchell, and he drives in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Curry. Green with a screen on SGA. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. 13 points in the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wing. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Spencer in at the 1 spot. Williams' shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Kuminga down low. He's against Wiggins. Kuminga, no good.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Joe. Back to Wiggins. Floats it up for Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Butler. He has 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
And checking out the stats for Butler. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Jason Wallace comes in for Isaiah Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. And the Warriors miss again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
A steal. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. Here's Richard. The kick outside to Butler. A second chance effort. Oh, no. Stopping Butler that time.
That is a strong move by Butler. So tough in there.
Wiggins passes to Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Butler kicks to Curry. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Williams with the steal. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. SGA against Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
On the wing, Hield. And the Warriors miss again. The Thunder leading by 6. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA against Curry. They kick out to Hield. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Here's Jackson Davis after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Curry. Three-pointer, Butler. Wiggins with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
SGA into the lane. Fast break, here we go. Here's Jackson Davis.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, coming off a terrific season, 11th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. The first one falls. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. Now Waltz. After the missed three from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Jackson Davis. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Jackson Davis has got 5 points so far.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Green against Wiggins. Back to SGA. A 3-ball. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins has got 7 now in this quarter. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Jackson Davis. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Here's Hartenstein. 6 points for him. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Wallace. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by SGA. SGA on the drive.
Shea is just relentless, continuing to attack the defense over and over.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry is inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Green deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a 3. SGA with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Podziemski on the wing. They set the screen. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Golden State also making some changes. Horford comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Butler. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, leading by 5. It's Dort on the wing, defended by Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Wallace outside. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And so Horford will bring it up for the Warriors. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And Curry is a great passer. He can get to double-digit assists pretty much any night he focuses on it.
Now, here's Dort. He has 5. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. Tim the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Now, here's Kuminga. After the miss from Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Who's watching here? 3 seconds. 1 minute. 30 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 secon
Staying focused through contact, SGA.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Green passes to Curry. Kuminga against Dort, and Horford wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. "59 seconds left in the first half of the game."
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Green. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Curry against SGA. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Pass to Wallace from past the arc. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Over in the corner, Dort. A three-pointer off the mark. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 3. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, but we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Los Angeles Clippers will be playing against the Suns out in Phoenix. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
And now back to the SGA show. I mean the first half. It really has been all SGA.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's Curry. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Butler. Golden State moving it around. And Green gets it to go.
Well, it's refreshing to see Green not just help run the offense, but also be involved with production.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Butler up top, defended by Dort. Butler with the bucket down low.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the wing right side. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder. Second, the Warriors.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
Curry looking around. For the lead. Steph, perfection from the arc.
And if you let Curry get that shot off, you might as well ring it up.
Curry against SGA. It's Dort on the wing. 8 points for him. Wallace with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Green. Beyond the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. SGA kicks to Wallace. Here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. Over Dort. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Now Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Butler. Shoots over Dort. Butler, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And they're moving it up. Good! Curry so dangerous in transition.
Yeah, forget about it. Out in space like that, Curry is going to make you pay every time.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Good season for him last year. He was around 9 points per last year, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Hartenstein passes to Wallace. Screen by Hartenstein. To end the run, Wallace misses.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Holmgren against Green. Horford with the screen on Holmgren. And here's Green outside. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 7 and a wide open look for SGA. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Here's Butler. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Holmgren. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and puts it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Horford. Now Curry. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now Butler. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Caruso, still without a basket. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. And here is Caruso. Dort with a screen for Caruso. Over Butler. Caruso, no good. Warriors leading by 6. To the paint, here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Warriors on D. Caruso up top, defended by Butler. Here's Holmgren, and he makes that one. Holmgren's got 8.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Curry against Walls. Curry on the wing. 25 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. The Thunder pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Wallace against Curry. Outside Butler. And that one comes up a bit short.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Floats it up for Kuminga. Stolen by Dort. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Here's Hartenstein. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
That is a tough bucket by Hartenstein, able to battle through that contact.
Wiggins is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Then for the Warriors, Quentin Post is checked in for Green. Trace Jackson Davis comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Curry's shot is off. Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Cason Wallace. And the Warriors also making a change. Moody's checked in. Kuminga against Caruso. And Kuminga throws it down.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Joe. Caruso with the ball. Nothing on the board. Intercepted. Out to the right wing. Here's Moody. No good with the triple. The Thunder with the lead. Mitchell outside. Now Caruso. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Healed against Mitchell. Down low, here's Kuminga. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Kuminga's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, Kuminga's confidence is growing down there. Now when he gets the ball inside, he's actually looking to capitalize.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 7. Back to Holmgren. And here they come. Post finds Moody. And the slam by Moody. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Mitchell up top, covered by Heel. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Heel off the drive. Kuminga, no good. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead, leading by a point. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then it's Butler. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the 5. Here's Hield after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler against Mitchell. A jump hook. Butler, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. It's a one-point game. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Hield. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Butler. Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Off with the layup. The Warriors shooting well. 50% from the floor. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Post. He lobs it up. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Here's the screen. Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Kuminga, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now, here's Mitchell. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
That's tipped, taken away by Williams. Wiggins kicks to SGA. From downtown, it's rebounded by Kuminga.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Post, and the layup's good off the glass. Post has got his first points of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Butler against Mitchell. Over in the corner, Caruso. No good from outside.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Outside Butler. Healed outside. Butler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler against Mitchell. And it's Butler missing.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Healed against Mitchell. Williams has a screen for Mitchell. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Warriors trailing. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. That gives them the lead. That's now 8 points for Buddy Hield.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Mitchell. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Quentin Post. Podziemski's coming in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Hield. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Curry finds Podziemski. Stolen by Dort. And a strong finish with two hands.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Now here's Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And you really see Butler's strength on display there, fighting through multiple defenders and finding a way to convert.
Jimmy Butler at the line for one.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's SGA. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Butler on the wing. Pass to Podziemski. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. It's deflected.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
Here's SGA. And he gets it to go. SGA's got 9 points now in just the second half. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Curry can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Holmgren with a screen on Curry. To the paint, it's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 28 points for the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Podziemski. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Hartenstein. Buries it down low. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 rebounds. It's deflected.
That is just elite defense there by Hartenstein. If he is in position, he is more than capable of blocking shots.
Hartenstein inside, guarded by Green. SGA double team. Dort wide open. Out to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it. Well, and this is why he's a perennial MVP. Very few guys mean more to their team than SGA.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Green finds Podziemski. Now Curry puts up a 3. That shot is off.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, once Holmgren gets that type of positioning, call it a night because he has great touch around the rim.
Golden State moving it around. Horford the pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Horford no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Dort. The offensive rebound, Holmgren. That one good for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Shoots it. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 misses. Warriors trail by 8. And here is Curry. And the rejection by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
Now Hartenstein throws it down. What an assist!
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Takes it inside, and there's the dunk.
He is just so good around the hoop. Good luck stopping SGA.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Outside Curry. Horford with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up the three. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
That free throw, no good. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. The Thunder leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. And yeah, it's good!
For an offensive machine like Gilgeous-Alexander, it's important to incorporate the floater in your arsenal.
Curry against SGA. Curry is inside. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Well, if he gets this hot, it's very difficult to contain him. There are just so many ways Curry can beat you offensively.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Oklahoma City.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.